Alright, I have tried to record and re-record this video like 6 different times now, so we're just gonna jump into it. So I'm not on hiatus anymore, even though it's only been a month and a half, right? And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, a month and a half has felt like 5 years. Like it has felt a lot longer than what it actually is, and I don't like that. I'm gonna be honest. I've been really missing making content and just getting back into YouTube and talking and interacting with all of you. And I want to jump back into it, and I just want to have this video be sort of a channel update, but also, just me to ramble and talk about what's been going on, what I'm going through right now, and the future of the channel and whatnot. So with all that being said, I have learned that I have autism. I've been seeing a therapist, and I was officially diagnosed with autism as well as ADHD. Now, I always knew that I had ADHD, but I never really knew how it affected me. I just thought about, like, oh yeah, I know I have the title of, yeah, you have ADHD, but I never really knew how it affected me. So I kind of just been going through life, which is like, yeah, I have ADHD, but I'm no different than, everyone else. But that's not been the case. For the past around 2 to 3 months, I've been trying to learn more about what autism and ADHD actually is, as well as how does it affect me. And I'm I'm so scatterbrained right now because I've tried to do this video like 5 to 6 times, and it's unscripted because I felt like if I tried to create a script for something that's like personal to me, then it just feels disingenuous. But it's so tough because it's like I'm rambling on, and it's not because I don't know what to say or how to say it. It's just the fact that there are so many thoughts in my head that all want to come out at once, and everything just gets jumbled up as it's trying to spew out my mouth, right? And like there are so many different ways that I can say all the things I want to say, and all of it's trying to be said at once. So I'm gonna ramble. I probably won't get off topic, and that's going to happen, and I'm just going to accept that. And I'm gonna try to get better at it and work with it, but forewarning, this is going to be a rambly type of video. But yes, I do have autism and I do have ADHD, and it makes sense. Like I've looked back at like past experiences in my life, and I'm just like, oh, it makes sense why said thing happened, because I have autism. Or, oh, it makes sense why that thing happened because of ADHD and like behaviors that I have. So for example, I guess like the autism part likes structure, organization, and just overall like sameness. Like I don't like change. Like for example, I go to a coffee shop pretty much every single morning, and I draw or I work on some things, or I study, read, just in general type of relax or just work on art, right? And every time I go to that coffee shop, I always sit in the exact same seat. It's always in the front, always in the same, it's always at the counter, always in the middle seat, or it's in the corner with like a nice comfy chair, and I can just do my art or whatever there, right? Now obviously sometimes someone's sitting in those seats, right? And there's still a bunch of seats left, I can just sit down and just start working, but it doesn't feel right. I just feel uncomfortable. I don't know how to describe it. It's like if I don't sit in either one of those seats, everything just feels thrown off. I never sit in like the middle seat section. Like there's like a couple tables and a lot of seats. I never sit in those. Like that's like the forbidden land for me. I will never sit in those seats. Like to the point where if both seats that I usually sit in are taken up, I'll just leave. I will. I can't work. I can't focus if I'm not sitting in this seat in this particular area, right? And that's like one example. Another example is like when I go to work or if I'm going to a place on like a regular basis, like say work or the coffee shop, I always park in the exact same spot. Always. It just feels nice and comforting to just do that. Always park in the exact same location every single time. And if I can't park there, then again, it just feels uncomfortable. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just it's a uncomfortable, unsettling feeling, right? Another thing that also I just do not like is just eye contact. Like I do not like eye contact with anyone. Like we could be the best of friends for years and I will just not like I just will feel weird about making eye contact with you. And that sucks because I've always been taught that eye contact is how you actively listen and show respect. But every time I make eye contact with someone, I feel like they turn me to stone. I just get so uncomfortable by it. Like I don't really know why, but I just don't get it. And that happens with like all social norms. Like I remember I was really trying to work on my understanding of other people and social norms to like just have a better understanding. And they were talking about the topic of eye contact and how all eye contact is like not the same. Like, yeah, you want to show eye contact to be respectful and to, show that, you're actively listening, but there's different kinds and like different ways to go about it. I remember the book that I read was like, okay, if you're a man and you're talking to another man, yeah, look him into the eyes. But what you want to do is look away every 5 to 6 seconds and then look back at him, because if you just hold constant eye contact with him, then that's going to show him that you might be interested in him in a romantic way. And I'm like, this does not make any sense. I don't think that's how that works. Or it's just like, that's just so much energy to think about. Like I'm trying to listen to what this person is saying, and now I got to think about looking away every 5 to 6 seconds and then looking back at him. Like I don't understand it. Like I don't get eye contact. I don't like it, and I just don't do it from now on. Also, another thing is that some sounds just make me feel uncomfortable. Like repetitive beeping sounds, I just don't like. Like they are very aggravating to me. Like for example, like if I'm at work and all of a sudden something just like starts beeping and it's just like on a constant rhythm, it just annoys me. Like I have to play music, I have to drown it out as best as I can, because I just don't like that, right? Or hearing like, babies whine or cry, which I feel like no one likes that sound, but I feel like it makes me feel uncomfortable in a way that like other people, like in a way that I can't ignore it. And it has a lot more effectiveness against me than it does with people who don't have autism, maybe. I don't know. I'm still figuring all this shit out. But also sudden loud sounds, or like just like what just happened right now. Like as I'm recording this video, my dog started barking and I just got overwhelmed. I got overwhelmed because of like the sound, the fact that I'm trying to talk and focus, look at all of my recordings, software, whatnot, to make sure things are working fine. And I just got infuriated, right? And another thing too, and this is a big one that I noticed, is that I don't care to be pleasant just to be, how do I want to put it? What would be a good example of this? like, say if you want something for someone, like say at a job, like a boss would come up to you and, in order to be nice, they wouldn't just say, hey, go do this. They go, hey, how's your day going? Hope you're doing well. Or you would just say stuff like that in an email before getting to like what you need or what you want, Yeah, I don't like that. I don't understand it, Like, I still do it because it's just like, that's what's just been pushed and taught to me, But like, I just don't understand it. And it's not coming from a place of like, I don't care. It's just that that's not what I'm thinking about, right? Like, if I'm sending an email to someone and it's something about where I need to get information, I would rather just send the email and just say, hey, I need this information. Not like, hey, hope you're having a great weekend or something like that. Because it's like, I'm not thinking about that. I'm not hoping that you have an awful weekend, But it's like, that's not where my mind is. So I don't understand having the need to do that. And since I don't understand having the need to do that, when other people do it, I don't realize it. And so I take it literally, right? So if a boss comes up to me like, oh, how you doing, David? Hope you're doing well. But it's like in a way to just like be nice before asking for something. I'll give them a whole story. You're like, oh, I'm doing very great. I went to, this coffee shop, or, oh, I went down here and this and that. And then they have to interrupt. They're like, oh, okay, and then it just creates this like awkward, kind of moment. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Now, for the ADHD part, I feel like this is a lot more visible than the autism, but I don't know. Who knows? But the biggest thing that I noticed about my ADHD is just that I really, really struggle sticking to things when I lose interest in them, because it feels like my interests just flip-flop so often that I can't finish things, because by the time I'm like halfway through one project, I'm already thinking about another, so it's hard to like push through something when you really want to do something else. Another thing is that I don't like structure. Like, the ADHD part does not like structure. It just wants to do what it wants and to find that, that dopamine, that serotonin, whatever makes the feel-good chemicals. It just wants to do that, like a little gremlin, Like, what's going to make me feel the best, And let's do that. But like that, it's just a constant like search for like happiness in a way. And it sucks. That, and, being overstimulated and just overwhelmed with all the thoughts that just want to pour out. And I only have one mouth to say it all, which is really unfortunate. It just makes things very, very hard and tiring, like extremely tiring, right? And the fact that I have autism and ADHD, two disorders that very much conflict each other, is extremely tiring. Like, oh my God, it's so tiring because they constantly fight each other. It's like I crave structure, organization, and like sameness, but at the same time, I can't stand it. So it's like one part of me is just like, okay, we want this structure, we want this and that, but then the other part of me is just like, no, we don't want that. Don't do that. And then I'm just like thrown into like the middle, ground. I'm having to deal with it all. Like, it's like, what is going on here? But that's what I've been working through for the past 2 to 3 months, and it's been tough, but it's also been very validating because, again, it makes a lot of sense for like why I do things and like things that have happened in the past, Now, with all that being said, even though I rambled, I want to talk about the future of the channel and what's happening with it and whatnot. So, biggest thing is I'm coming back to YouTube. I'm coming back because I miss content creation. I miss hanging out with you all, and I just want to come back. Like, I was going to wait a year to come back because I wanted to come back and like make sure that I was in a very healthy state of mind and like, okay, I'm ready to come back. I think I'm ready. That's the big thing. I'm ready. But I mean, who says I'm going to be ready in a year, which just means, oh well, just take more time. But then it just devolves into the question of, how do you know when you're ready, and are you ever going to be ready? And I don't think anyone's ever truly ready to start something. I think you just gotta start it, and then you just gotta work from it. And you gotta make it exist before you can make it perfect. And that's what I want to do. So I am coming back to YouTube, and the content, it's going to be kind of the same, but it's going to be a lot more, right? The core of the channel and our community is pretty much the same. It's going to be exactly the same. It's going to be a safe place for people to come, relax, enjoy a video, or meet friends, and just vibe, If they're having a stressful day, it's like an escape, You don't have to worry about all those troubles, that happened like earlier today. Just come and vibe, And with that being said, I also want it to be a safe space for me as well, because the biggest thing that with YouTube is that all I've ever heard, because of all like the YouTube gurus and just like, pick a niche, find something that no one else is doing, or just like the very cliche and over regurgitated YouTube advice. And I followed all of it because I'm like, I want to do this for a living. I want to make money from YouTube. I want to play video games for a living and, not work a 9 to 5, which by all means, I still want to do 100%. But I don't want to just like back myself into a corner. I did that and I burnt myself out, like I have a lot more interest than just like video games. I like art. I like space, I don't want to just stick to one thing. And I feel like trying to do that, at least for me, it's just not going to work. And I don't want to do it. I don't want to stick to one thing. I don't want to have a niche. If I have any niche, it's going to be me. Someone asks me, what's your niche, David? It's just like, oh, well, it's me. It's me and my interests, So with that being said, the content of the channel is going to involve pretty much anything that I'm interested in. I just want to share stuff like that with you all. Whether that be, video games, retro video games, or retro achievements, or art that I've been doing, artists that I have been working with, or space, going on adventures, because I've been going on like an adventure every single morning, right? Where like I would just wake up at 5 a.m, look at Google Maps, just pick a location that's like nearby, and if there's like no photos of that location, I'll just go there and I'll take photos of it, and then I'll just post it to like Google Maps, And it's been fun. It's been a great time, and I've had a lot of great experiences doing that. So, and I want to share all of that with y'all. And I just want to get back to creating that safe space, not only for you all, but for me as well. And since I'm still very early on this journey of learning about autism and ADHD, and especially since learning about how it affects me, I'm only 2 to 3 months in, just learning about this, even though it's affected me my whole damn life. I want to share some of that as well. I want to make more like honest, like rambly content, like I'm doing right now, where I'm just talking to y'all, and it's not necessarily meant to be the most polished video or the best video in the world. It's more just meant for me to be honest, because I'm a rambler. I've said it like 3 times already in a video, but there's just so many thoughts that I have that in order to like condense them down and to just actually say them is just so difficult. So I'm a rambler. What can I say? But like, for example, I just started this journey of learning about autism and ADHD, which the colloquial term would be ADHD, even though that's not an official term, but that's what That's what people with autism and ADHD refer to themselves as, from what I learned. And I have a friend who has ADHD. I don't think they have autism, but they have ADHD, and they've been really working at it for like 5 to 6 years. And I talked to them about it, and even they were like, I've been able to spend the last 5 to 6 years learning about ADHD and how it affects me specifically. You're just starting it, and it's stressful. It's stressful, it's overwhelming, especially emotionally. And I just want to share that progress with y'all, like, because it's been so eye-opening. Like, there have been so many moments where I'm just like, huh, that's why I do this. Like, for the longest time, I thought I was just an emotionalist person, because like everyone shows emotion a lot more than I do. Like, my default emotion is just like happy, or just like being optimistic. Like, that's it, But like, if I were to go to, like, let's say, a funeral, or like something like a sad event, I don't cry. Like, it's not that I don't feel, it's just that I don't show emotion that way. And I remember, like, for years, it's just like I've dodged funerals because it's just like I get nervous around other people, because I'm like, am I showing too little emotion? Like, I feel I don't know what to do. Everyone is like super sad and they're very expressive about it. Crying, sobbing, and I'm just kind of just here. Like, I also feel the same sadness that you do. I'm just not. I just can't express it that way. I don't feel like that. And it's been very validating learning that's what it is, instead of just thinking, oh, this is just something that's specific to me and I have to learn and work out with, because now there's so much more resources that I can gain from to learn about my conditions and how to cope with them in a healthy manner, speaking, right? So, with all that being said, because I can just keep rambling for hours, in summary, I'm coming back to YouTube. The content is going to be a lot more freeform, probably not as polished, and I'm okay with that. I hope you all as well. If not, please let me know. And I still want it to be a safe space for y'all, as well as for me to show y'all my interest, and yeah, just a safe space for everyone to just come, vibe, and relax for a bit, And I just had a thought in my head, and it already went away. I just thought it. Holy crap. I just thought it, and it just left. Where did it go? I have no idea. It's not the fact that I'm talking about having autism and ADHD while playing a Sonic game. No, even though I think that's hilarious, that's not it. There's so much more I could talk about. Oh my god. Do I want to like cut the video until I could find it, or do I want to like just let it run and just like let y'all experience how long it's going to take me to find this thought, because it was an important one and I don't remember it. Oh my god, it's like I can feel it on like the tip of my brain and it's just not coming. Holy crap. Okay, you know what, I just gotta let it go. I gotta let it go. So, cutting back to YouTube, the content is going to be a lot more freeform. It's going to evolve a lot more that I'm interested in, because I want to share that with y'all. But the theme of having a safe space for you all, as well as other people, and for myself, is pretty much the exact same. I still want that. And I want to make some more of these rambly videos, just to be honest with you all. Oh my god, I got it. It came back. Holy shit. Streaming. That's what it was about. I did a lot of streaming and not video creation before. That's going to change. For the time being, it's going to be a lot more videos rather than streaming, because I don't think I'm ready for streaming. The reason why, because the place that I'm staying in right now is a lot more chaotic than the place that I was staying in before, where it was very quiet, very organized space, and so I could stream, and there wasn't a lot of opportunities for me to get overwhelmed or overstimulated. But with the place that I'm currently in, it's a lot louder just because of the location in general. And trying to tone that out while focusing on streaming, you know, like, is my audio working fine? You know, is my recording working fine? Am I being engaging with, you all? Am I actually playing? And then focusing on the game and then all that. It's just too much. It's just too much right now. And I think that caused even more burnout because I was trying to do all that, then being overstimulated, and then having like hard achievements to go for at the same time. It was just too much. It was too much, and I needed to take a step back. And so yeah, streaming for the time being, there's not going to be a lot of it, if any at all. And I'm going to just do videos. I'm going to still be doing RA Let's Plays and whatnot. We're going to be doing probably like take you on like a morning adventure, like what I've been doing, show off some like art that I've been working on, as well as the artists that I have been interacting with and connecting, because some of them are really fucking cool. And yeah, I know I rambled, and like I said, I tried to make this video 5 to 6 times, and each time when I started editing it, I just deleted it straight up. I was like I spent like an hour, 2 hours each time editing each one, and I just deleted it because the part of me that wants the structure, just like, this isn't enough. This is not enough, and this isn't good. This isn't a good video. This is shit. It's crap. Throw it away. And I did. But I think that's something I'm going to have to learn to let go and just work on. Right? Like, so this is going to be the final video. This is going to be the final one. I'm going to edit it down just so you don't hear all of the pauses that I take when talking, because I'll be honest, whenever I talk, I'm either rambling like I am now, like I'm fucking singing the fast part of Rap God, or it's like the thoughts are trying to load, So I'm gonna edit those little pauses out, but for the most part, I'm just gonna post it. I'm a rambler. I said it. And even though I want this to be somewhat polished, I also don't want to do it too much, because then it feels like it takes away from the topic of the video, and it's disingenuous, But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comments if you gotten this far, and if you did, I really do appreciate it. Let me know what kind of content you want to see. Do you want to see more Let's Plays, just in general? Maybe Retro Achievements Let's Plays? You want to see art content? You want to see, morning adventures? Like, in general, just like, let me know. Let me know what kind of content you make, and let me know how you all have been. And I feel very nervous about coming back and being vulnerable, which is something I've always struggled with. But I think in order to grow, not only the channel, but just as a person, and just, to move on and progress in life, I have to. So I'm nervous, but it's also exciting, and it feels very relieving just rambling like this. Letting the thoughts just fly out and letting you all hear it. So I'm gonna end the video here, because like I said, I can just keep going for like the next hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours, who knows how long. But yeah, I appreciate if you watched the entire video. I really do. And hope you all have a great rest of your day. Peace.